You only get to vote for socialism once. So who are you voting for? Is it a Republican or a Democrat? Religion and politics are often deemed inappropriate at social gatherings, but not this election. Whew, no way. Those with an agenda will try and convince you to vote for their party every single second of every single day. It never, ever stops. Are you exhausted yet? Have you opened up a social media app and seen it scream in your face, "Are you registered to vote?" I'm exhausted. What if I told you that there's no such thing as the Republican Party? That there's no such thing as the Democratic Party? That these are just made-up labels that lost their meaning a long time ago? Forget the labels, the personalities, the noise. None of it matters. All that matters are your ideas. There's nothing more powerful on earth than an idea. Ideas change the world, and they change your life. Will your ideas bring us closer to freedom or slavery? That's really all that matters. It's all that's ever mattered in human history. The history of this country, for sure. So in America in 2020, that's our choice. What country do we want to live in? More importantly, what country will we leave for our children? We all want a better, stronger America. Okay, we can agree on that. So forget what you've been told by the professional liars, the clownish propagandists. They don't matter. Look at the ideas on the ballot. For your freedom is at stake, America. Here are the stated ideas of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris in their own words.
First thing I do is going to repeal this Trump tax cut. Guess what? If you elect me, you're not going to have your taxes are going to be raised, not cut.
On day one, Joe Biden will repeal that tax bill.
Raise your hand if your government plan would provide coverage for undocumented immigrants.
To gun owners out there who say, well, a Biden administration means they're going to come for my guns.
Bingo.
So if the scientists say shut it down?
I would shut it down.
The last thing you need is an up-armored Humvee coming into a neighborhood. It's like the military invading. They don't know anybody. They become the enemy. They're supposed to be protecting these people.
Do we agree that we can redirect some of the funding?
Yes, absolutely.
We have got to, in America, reimagine how we are accomplishing public safety.
In case you missed that, here it is. High taxes, government-run health care, free health care for illegal immigrants, gun confiscation, mob rule, permanent shutdowns, defunded police, mass unemployment, institutional racism, class hatred, packed courts, closed churches, open borders, shuttered schools, gender reassignment for children, and tyrannical, unelected bureaucrats disrupting your life, censoring your free speech, and closing your business. That is one set of ideas that are on the ballot in this election. They said it right there. You saw it with your own two eyes. Here's an alternative set of ideas from the Trump campaign.
A vote for Republicans is really a vote for the American dream. We will make America into the manufacturing superpower of the world. We will maintain America's unrivaled military might, and we will keep America out of endless foreign wars. They never end. We will hire more police. We love our police. And we will ban deadly sanctuary cities. We will end surprise medical billing, require price transparency. We will uphold religious liberty, free speech, and the right to keep and bear arms.
Our Constitution preserved, our freedoms protected, our citizens defended, and our federal government brought to heel. Those are the ideas of the Trump campaign. That is what they say. So those are the choices before us, America. Is your life better when it's being run by a distant group of corrupt elites in a far-off land? Or do you live a better life when you're in charge, making your own choices for your own family? In 2020, it begs the question, are we worthy of this responsibility? Ben Franklin once famously said, those who would give up liberty to purchase temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. The source of power in this country comes from you, not the government. This power structure makes America unique in the history of the world. Will we be a free country or a socialist country? If the last century has taught us anything, it's this. You only get to vote for socialism once. Just ask anyone in these countries, these communist and socialist countries. I did. I went to Cuba for a documentary last year with Turning Point USA. This area was so developed. All around you, there's just beautiful development. Mansions, by every American standard, mansions. Just one generation. All of this wealth, all of this beauty evaporated, rotted, unsustainable because nobody has any private wealth to keep it up. You will never appreciate America more than when you travel to a place that is not America. If you live in Cuba, you have no future. The socialists have already stolen it from you. Thank God the socialists do not own America's future. Young people do. And there is our silver lining. Polling shows that my generation cares more about our economic future than any generation in American history. Data also shows that my generation is the most conservative generation since Ronald Reagan. Over 50 years ago, that man, Ronald Reagan, gave a speech entitled A Time for Choosing. He could have given it yesterday. Listen.
We're at war with the most dangerous enemy that has ever faced mankind in his long climb from the swamp to the stars. And this idea that government is beholden to the people, that it has no other source of power except the sovereign people, is still the newest and the most unique idea in all the long history of man's relation to man. This is the issue of this election. Whether we believe in our capacity for self-government or whether we abandon the American Revolution and confess that a little intellectual elite in a far distant capital can plan our lives for us better than we can plan them ourselves.
Chilling. That speech could have been given today. If we lose our freedom here, there's no place left to escape to. The American way of life is a life of freedom. So we ask, when you vote in 2020, ask what are the ideas on the ballot? Forget the parties, the personalities, the faces, the names, the noise. What ideas are before you? Will these ideas bring us closer to freedom or closer to the slavery of socialism? If you look at it like that, the choice between Trump and Biden becomes crystal clear. Remember, you only get to vote for socialism once. Do you want your kids to grow up in a socialist country? I don't. So I will vote for Trump.
Newsmax TV is now America's fastest growing cable news channel. We give you the real news you need. So subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a thumbs up. If you like this video, share it with your friends. Newsmax TV streams live on YouTube for free. Newsmax TV, real news for real people.